Oopsies. Thank you for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a 1 hour long tarot reading for a client, Oopsie Angel subscriber. If you'd like your own personal reading, I do not usually post them public. This was just because they gave permission, and not every video that people give me permission to post public, I post public. I don't do that every time is what I'm trying to say. Only once in a while. I like to keep these far and few between, as you know, where I do end up posting them public, but mostly all your bookings are always kept confidential and private and anonymous, so you're the only one able to watch your own video. And if you do give me permission to post public, and I do accept your permission to post to public, then if you request to keep your name anonymous, I will. So thank you. Okay, so make sure you book a service on Bomboni.com to book your own tarot reading. Like this one, I do offer 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1 hour long tarot readings. I can do them in ASMR. I can include tapping, prayer, whatever you're looking for. Today this week we have the vanilla candle lit up with a green gnome next to it. I like to change my backgrounds every week, and before we begin, I just want to start by lighting some myrrh incense, just to clear the energies. I've been doing back to back, a lot of readings. I just did 4 readings back to back. I still have many more to do and catch up on. So thank you for everyone who's been booking services on my website, TonyBomboni.com, links in the description. I'm just going to cleanse and clear the energies of any past sessions, cleansing the cards, allowing me sound, mind, body, spirit, presence, and soul to do what I do best, to help me channel, continue to do my work, to help people, and just to lift the energies and the vibrations so that things continue to flow smoothly and better in people's lives. Clearing that chaotic, hectic energy from you. Alrighty. I'm really putting some extra incense lately just because there's just a lot of whack energy in the world, and just to clean that off, to get that off of ourselves so we don't let that interfere with the reading. Okay. Remarkable. So I'm going to go ahead and her name is Brianna, who booked this, so these messages will be for you as well if you need to hear, okay? Only if you feel you're drawn to this video and you need to hear these messages. Or maybe you're listening and you realize it's about someone else. Regardless, if you're watching, you have to watch to the end, because there's some messages here for you, or for someone you know. Hello, Tony. I've been watching your videos since the beginning, and your growth has been so inspiring to watch. Thank you, Brianna. I appreciate it. I'm so proud of you. Oh, thank you. You've helped me so much, and I'm very excited to finally invest in myself and book with you. Well, thank you for being a booker for this video. Could you please do a reading for me, as well as see if you get any messages from my loved ones that are no longer with me? So again, Poopsies at home, if you have passed on, deceased family members, friends, loved ones, this is the messages for you as well. I don't have a preference on how long each part is to make up the hour. If one message takes more time so the other part needs to be shorter, then that's totally fine. For the reading, if you could include a section about love, I would appreciate it, but the rest could just be whatever message you receive. So again, Poopsies for deceased loved ones, and for love in your life, and for general reading messages. We can certainly do them all. You can also feel free to post this video for your viewers if you'd like to. I know I enjoy the longer videos, so I hope they do too. Thank you so much, Brianna. That's very generous and kind of you. So thank you, Brianna, for booking. So, a reading for loved ones that are no longer with you. What do they have to say to you? And anything about love in general as well. Please God, please universe, allow me to begin seeing for Brianna and for Poopsies at home. What would you like me to say and see? For their love lives, anything they need to know at this time? We can start with love first. Let's start with that first. It just feels right. Let's do a love reading first. What do they need to know watching at home? Personally or for someone else involved in their life, but mostly the message for Brianna. What is going on in Bri's life right now for their love life? Let's get some answers, guidance, and wisdom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's begin the messages now. It's been chilly lately, huh, guys? That Arctic blast is no cold. No cold. No joke. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, so let's start. So we have the Ten of Swords and the World to start with. So you're hopeful. You're hopeful that there's still someone out there. That's what that's trying to ultimately say. But you may be seeking answers outside of yourself right now, which could be like a sort of conflicting energy. It could be working against you, not for you. So maybe you're looking at relationships or dates to like help you through things, help you conquer over stuff, any challenges you're facing, but you know you have to face and address your own struggles personally on your own time. It's almost like it's not others' problem to manage. This is something that you have to do on your own terms. Everything will be like revealed to you soon, I get as well. I think the old, heavy, dense, like Saturnal energy is going to be gone. You know, the planet Saturn is like a very heavy planet. It's the harshest planet, and I feel like it's telling you that that's over soon, or you're hoping for it to be over. So like there could have been setbacks, potential failures, disappointments in love, in your love life, and that's about to come to a close. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, you might have even been carried away for a while. Carried away with the whole love experience and realizing that certain things are just not meant for you. I think you definitely have shifted your focus here on where you're putting your energy and resources, and you're using the right tools, but you're using them the wrong way. Does that make sense? So it's about configuring. I hear configuration, like adjusting, figuring out a different approach, a different way to hold the hammer, so to speak, so that you don't miss the target, right? Your aim is off because the way you're holding or doing things is off, right? In terms of love. So how does that connect back with you, right? What is it that you are doing that's kind of like, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Maybe I've used advice unwisely instead of wisely. This also shows that you're no longer just giving yourself, your body, to just anyone, that sort of energy, if you're in the dating field still. And that's that. So, you're open though, you're still trying. You're not really giving up on love like that. You know it's still worth it to just still put up. So what else do we have to know at this time? We're having the Nine of Cups here, the Queen of Wands, indicating energy of giving up, doubt, hesitancy, kind of like I'm just going to stop trying for a while. There may not be the right person coming through. That you're hoping for or expecting. And even if you are with someone or dating someone, it's like you're just hoping that they change or there's a different outcome there, and there's something with that, like lacking, you know. They were caught lacking in some way, shape, or form. And it's not what you anticipated to happen. It's almost like you're like disappointment, like, Feels like disappointment is a recurring theme here. You know you have to keep trying no matter what, though. I sort of get like weakness, though. Like maybe you're feeling physically weak. Maybe some health issue. Maybe there could be something you're not addressing or speaking up or getting fixed or solving. And that could affect maybe your love life. There could be physical needs needing to be met, but they're not being met, and then it's showing up in your love life somehow, some way. It's showing someone like hiding, like mysterious, like someone that's not really addressing things a certain way that they should. So that could be you, but I also feel it could be also like someone you've come across or met in your love life that sort of like you kind of stuck with that energy and you just went along with it. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like you're emulating their behavior. You've noticed their actions and you kind of repeat those actions. And you stick with it because you think, oh, this is what's working, but is it really working for you? Or do you need to just let that go? That's what that's saying. Five of Cups. King of Cups. So there are some good potential matches here for you. I get that you first need to realize that sometimes nothing needs healing. Sometimes you're just fine the way you are. And you don't always need to work through things that don't need to be worked through, you know. We just sometimes come across bad experiences for a reason. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with us, you know. When did we start identifying and labeling ourselves as the problem all the time, right? Like, it used to be people said, oh, you need to learn that you're the problem. And now all of a sudden, we doing that too much, and we need to switch it up and realize, no, we're not always the problem, right? So that could be what I'm seeing here, because that guilt is what eats people and holds them back. From accomplishing what they're really looking for. I also am so drawn to her face. Like, I can't help but be pulled to her face. Like, something with appearance. Like, it could be like trying too hard to appear a certain way through makeup, through cosmetics, like, you know, hair and style and jewelry. Like, you know, just be you, I hear. Being your raw, authentic self at home in your pajamas, that's sometimes enough, you know, because that person's going to bump into you eventually at the store anyway when you're not all dolled up. So just realize, like, they're going to like you and love you for who you are authentically, and that's what they're looking for, is raw realness. In fact, this person doesn't like a girl with makeup, you know. They'd rather just you as you come, as you are. I almost feel like they could be like an investor. I get that energy. Like someone coming through that's, or they're just invested emotionally, right? And again, this comes once you realize you're not the problem here. Got it? Queen of Swords and the Chariot, final outcome cards. Portraying a different world coming for you soon. You need to trust more in your decisions. Continue releasing that fear and anguish of the past. Knowing and trusting that this right match is going to be there for you eventually. This right connection. Okay? And not being so worried about the decision you make. Just make a decision, right? Whether you choose to remain single for a while or continue dating someone, just stick with it, or continue trying to date and trying to see if someone or something works out with someone, right? Committing, sticking to a decision is going to propel you forward rather than the hesitancy and doubt. Because hesitancy and doubt leads to indecision, which leads to lack of what you're looking for. So let's do the second spread for passed on loved ones for Brianna and other Oopsies watching at home. What do the passed on loved ones need to tell you right at this time? What are the finally got messages? Okay, so I'm getting the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So any passed on loved ones coming through, please come through now in the name of the light. I ask for protection over my Oopsie Angel subscribers while doing this channeling. I'm getting a mix of men and women, I would say, but it's more like a vapor, like an essence, rather than specific people. It could just be a collective of passed on souls from different time periods. And it's almost like they're collectively saying, because there's so many people watching, of course. So I'm getting, I don't know what I'm getting. There's so little here to say. It's almost like you don't really know much about your family history. It's almost like maybe they didn't have much say in your life, like they weren't alive while you were alive. That could be these people I'm channeling. They're distant, they're far off ages ago. They're not people that are coming through that have recently passed on. These are people from a time period unknown, unbeknownst to you. You didn't even know they existed, right? That's what this is coming through. And so we're just going to go with it. You know, every reading is so different and unexpected. So they're trying to say, like, we're here. That, and I'm literally translating. They're saying we're here. Hello. They're saying hello. Okay. So, 5 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. There were many in battle. I feel like some of you might have had a past life with some of these passed on ancestors. So maybe your great grandfather was in a past life with you. Does that make sense? So they're coming through now to say there's a very similar situation and circumstance unfolding now as it was in that past. I hear like 1515, the year 1515. It's going to be very similar, 2025. What happened in the year 1515? Let's ask. There's history in every year, is there not? Whoops. What happened in the year 1515? Here's some events that happened in 1515 from AI. Battle of Marignano. So did I not say it? I was going to say there was war. There was battles. It's going to be very similar, 2025. That's what they're trying to tell you. The French defeated the Swiss in the First Italian Campaign of Francis I of France. The battle took place on September... Get the F out of here. I'm getting goosebumps. That's my birthday. September 13 through 14, 1515. That's crazy. 13, 14, 15. Near the village of Marignano, Italy, the French victory led to the recovery of Milan and the signing of the peace treaty of Geneva between France and the Swiss Confederation. So you notice Syria, Georgia, South Korea, Israel, like Russia, you know, all these nations are now all of a sudden, allegedly entertainment purposes only, in these cahoots with each other. It's a very profound energy that's going to take place in 2025. I feel like new territories will be at a battle. So don't be shocked. Don't be surprised. Like, oh my God. Like, don't be shocked. It really shouldn't be a surprise to you by now. Francis I becomes King of France on January the 1st. Wow, the first day of the year. Louis VII of France died and his son-in-law, Francois, became the new king. Francois was crowned King of France on January 25th. What's going to happen the week of January 20th? Right? The inauguration, right? In the Cathedral of Reims. Indian rhinoceros arrives in Europe on May 15, 1515. An Indian rhinoceros arrived in Lisbon, the first to be seen in Europe since Roman times. Other events. King Henry VIII of England opened the English Parliament on February 8, 1515. George of Kratova was burned to death on a pyre, for refusing to convert to Islam on February 11, 1515. Mary Tudor, sister of King Henry VIII of England, was secretly married to the Duke of Suffolk on March 3rd, 1515. So, marriage, okay, some people could have luck with marriage. Don't worry about being burned to death though, but that might literally mean like you might get burned by someone, like not literally but metaphorically, like someone might hurt your feelings, or you know, because you're not believing them, that sort of energy. I don't know about Indian rhinoceros, that I can't make a connection with that. Ciao. Rhino, spiritual meaning. Okay, this is too much to read. A symbol of protection. I thought I said something about protecting yourself, especially with all this war energy. You need to shield yourself with energetic protection so you don't absorb other people's pain and their situations. It transmits its robustness and helps you to improve your self-confidence. Its solidity will have a positive influence on your behavior. You'll feel its protection in your every move. With this totem spirit by your side, you'll learn to feel better about yourself. And my dog just wagged his tail while he's asleep, so that's also spirit coming through. Sometimes spirit works through animals, and he'll just randomly wag his tail while I'm doing a tarot reading for no reason. That was cute. Okay, so yes, that's what your ancestors, your ancient 1515 ancestors are saying. They were alive. A lot of you from that time frame. Okay. So a lot of shifts and crazy global events also going to take place, like in those times. Okay, but step by step, nothing too crazy or extraordinary, just going to be baby steps we've been continuing to experience. That will lead to bigger changes down the line, butterfly effects. So, but yeah, I'm getting an energy of a strong energy of a girl, a little girl, but they're helpless, they need help. I honestly, this sounds interesting, but even a boy that identifies as a girl now, that sort of energy. That's what I'm sensing here, and they need help. It's almost like the ancestors are protecting them, most of all. So, okay. Anyways, the Fool, King of Swords. Be careful of rushing to power, rushing to greed or money, or thinking this will work if you do this. Don't rush things now. Nothing is to be rushed. Everything has to have a steady, careful approach to it. And if you're not, that could you could destroy or ruin or alter at least your reputation amongst other people in your group or who know you in your community. They're with you when you're about to hurt yourself unintentionally, accidentally. I don't know, just they're with you, okay? If you're about to swerve off the road, they got the wheel, right? That sort of vibration. So they're trying. I get oh my god, there's a big grandmother energy coming through, and they're just I see them almost in a poncho or something, a wrap. They're just very much this, oh my god, they're with you, protecting, just, I can't describe what I'm sensing, feeling, seeing. I feel like she had 3 brothers, but that's all I'm getting. She would have made a wonderful mother, grandmother or great-grandmother. Wow. She was up to a great-grandmother and then she passed. I'm not surprised during those time periods. It's you didn't really live that long, but you had babies early, so. But she I feel like she lived long. She outlived. She was in her 55 to 60 period time age group. Oh gosh, no, she's from the year 50 or 60. I almost want to look what happened in what happened in the years 50 to 60. What happened? 50 to 60 AD. Alright, AD to clarify, because they think I'm talking about 1950s. Cologne became a city. Utrecht was founded. A Roman fortification was built at the Rhine border. So there's going to be a lot of built things, right? Claudius adopted Nero. I don't know even what that means. Sorry for my ignorance in history. A Roman soldier burned a Torah scroll in Judea. Did it not say books would be burned in Pluto and Aquarius? The Roman governor of Britain became a campaign against the Silures. London, Exeter, Tripontium, and Menducidum were founded. So new cities founded. That's huge. London, and look where they are, still around today. Agrippa II was appointed governor of Chalcis. New government. Romans built a bridge across the Thames. The Council of Jerusalem was held. The Council of Jerusalem was a conference of Christian apostles that decreed that Gentile Christians did not have to follow the Mosaic law of the Jews. So very, very, very impactful, powerful energies. With changes in law and governance and order and structure and books and democracy and all that stuff. So I sort of get a vibe of that, like order, like King of Swords, like a new governor, president, like law and order, like something like that. Like all of a sudden, unexpectedly, it's like someone new shifts in power, right? In your state, or like I almost feel honestly that someone passes away, like a governor, you'll hear about it, like a state governor passing away, and all of a sudden a new one has to take place. I don't know why I hear like, allegedly entertainment purposes, I hear Montana, could be Utah, Minnesota, something like that. Minnesota, or that area of the West. I feel like that could be West or Midwest, I hear. Could be a governor from the West or the Midwest. That in the United States, allegedly entertainment purposes only. Okay, so it's almost like they have an accident, like they trip and fall or something, like just brutal but like unexpected. I am seeing so much here. I almost feel like someone gets mauled by a bear, God forbid. Also, like I see something about Alaska or something. It just, that could influence things too. Like a couple people pass in power and like unexpectedly, and it's like, okay, we have to have a new person come in, something like that, and then it ends up like a better option. Three of Swords, the Emperor. So the spirits are saying be grateful nowadays because you don't have it as bad as the times where swords were plunged in people's hearts for saying the wrong thing. You see what I'm saying? So just be mindful that to sit in that gratitude that you're not in those time periods. They're saying you're so lucky. They're clapping their hands like this. You're so lucky, they're saying. And they're clapping their hands for you. For all of you. They say, I wish I was in those times. Your time. It's like they're looking at, okay, I'm hearing like 2040 for some reason, but they're looking at us like a mystery. Like they're not sure what certain things are. Like it's almost like they're looking at my room and they're pointing at my camera right there. And they're like, what is this? Right here, let me show you. They're pointing at this and they're not sure what this device is. They're like, ooh, like they're not sure what this means. So they're trying to say through that by 2040, there's going to be devices. We're not sure what it means now. Like if we were to see them now, you'd be like, what the hell is that? So that's how much things will advance in 15 years. Okay? So just know, be grateful, they're trying to say. All right? So, yes. I also hear like things like swords or even like walking sticks are going to be looked at as like old stuff. Like I feel like walking sticks are going to be replaced with something new, or canes or something like that. Like people might not even need canes or walking sticks, God willing, anymore. There might be advancements in medical science and studies where people can be able to walk again, because I see someone seated but then they're able to walk, or someone that had a huge debilitating disease or injury and they heal and recover like nothing happened. That sort of energy. Health and the body is going to be a major focus immunity and immortality is going to be a major focus in the coming era. It's not going to be about, oh, let's go transport from point A to point B faster. It might be influenced by it, but it's going to be about like looking within, right? It's going to be about, they're saying, your body, your health, and well-being, because without that you can't even go to space. You can't even travel from point A to point B, you know? So it's almost like they know spiritually we have to get better first and learn to heal ourselves before we can go out there and explore. You can't explore if you have a broken leg. Get it? Good. Okay. And something like, even to prevent things like those injuries or like those deaths of people in office, it's like, so that never happens, so that a person can stay in power a longer period of time without the risk of them dying. So that might be like a major motivator as well. Or the person in power might influence and motivate that this technology upgrades be finally, because it's already here, allegedly entertainment purposes only. It's just not even, it's like me recording this video. You didn't know I recorded this 3, 4, 5 days ago, but I did. I have the technology right now with me, but I haven't released it to the public yet. Same with the government. They have these things, allegedly entertainment purposes only. They're not releasing it until we heal the right time. And they see that. They see we're unhealed. They're having dinner meetings and talking about us and saying, we're effed up. We're not a healed society. We're not okay. How are you going to give those powerful tools to an unhealed society? Think about it. A ruler is responsible for their people. He would not foolishly give a caveman an iPhone. Does that make sense? We're not cavemen. But what I'm trying to say, and it doesn't mean the person in power is better than us. They were put in power though. And I do believe there are beings helping and assisting them. Whispering in their ear. Allegedly entertainment purposes only. But there is a major godly influence on certain people in power. And this almost like one person is going to have a godlike influence. And they're going to get help from people who are working with space, people who are working with technology, people who are working with money. Who have a lighter spiritual approach to things, not just greed, money, 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 right? So that might be needing to change up too. There might even be a woman, I would say, a man and a woman also, that has a major influence with this major person. So the ancestors are saying, go for it. They're saying, just go with it. You know, even if you don't like this person, or so, they're going to make a change for the long run, for the better. Okay, and people won't realize it until 20 years down. They'll say, oh, he had a point. Oh, he was right. Maybe he did that when he was still alive, right? Maybe I shouldn't have said that still alive part, but yeah. Okay. So it's like there's so many things in history that repeat themselves. It's like rulers that were looked at as corrupt, and then you look back in history and you're like, child, wait a minute. They actually had a point. That's that energy. Okay. So, looking at the other cards, give me 1 second, please. Okay, just to clarify any zodiac connections, there's none. There's a couple beings from the future also influencing this reading, I feel. And they're saying, like, you guys got this. And they're traveling back in time to say, like, hey, you know, kind of nudge us in the right direction, right? Overall, to correct the timeline. And I feel like they already are technically passed on in the past, but they're living in the future now too, in the same breath. So, well, I'm not surprised I'm seeing this. definitely changes with money, okay? Definitely it starts next year. It changes with money, currency, finance. I've always said end of 2025, beginning of 2026. I've been saying that for years. I'm sticking with that still, okay? Mark my words. Okay, so, all right, that's what the ancestors are saying. That's all you need to know right now. They're not saying anything personally. There's nothing really personal here, because I feel like this is more important right now, that people collectively hear messages. So let's do one more reading, and we're going to do a general spread reading for Brianna and other Poopsies watching at home. Anything else they need to know right now? We did love, we did ancestors. Let's see anything in general they need to know. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Let's continue. Okay, so I almost feel like right off the bat, this is talking about next year. Three of Wands, and then we have the moon. Pay attention to the moon, I want to say. Pay attention to that moon. There's something with the moon that will be like, oh, it was right under our nose all along. It was more profound than we realized. There might even be someone traveling to the moon, child, right? So, and it'll be like a revolutionary breakthrough. Like, I hear 2028 for some reason. I don't know why with the moon. It might not be till then, but there might be plans in the works, you know? Like, let's start shipping, you know? I see more like boxes, like objects to start building. It's not necessarily people living on the moon, but I hear like between 2026, 2028 to start just sending stuff, you know? Like, you can't live in a house, in an empty house. You have to start driving there first, shipping stuff there, and then you can live there, you see? So this is the same outlook here. It's like almost like a prospect that happened sooner than expected, and it's like, okay, we gotta start doing this. We gotta start having a second home, something like that. I'm also getting like, that could mean for you literally, like personally, that could be like a second home, okay? That could be like a place where, you know, you just build your special little cute cabin in the woods and no one knows about it. Your secret special place, hideout, right? So, or in your backyard you have like a shed and you build it and it's like your cute special little hideout, you know, where you meditate or you house your crystals or whatever you want to do that feels good to you. So, yeah. I hear also spend more time in water for some reason. I don't know why I'm doubting myself saying it, but it's like they're saying it. That could be a very cleansing thing. So Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Oh, there is someone like right outside my window. Okay, they're gone. That caught me off guard. So, not right outside my window, but like passing the street, but I'm like... Anyway, so... I'm getting here, and I have an impression that you need to work with people. You need to work better with people, get along with them. There could be a conflict with that, conflict of interests. It might have to do with your job, finance, money, you know, maybe like putting or investing your money somewhere and you're not in agreement or alignment with others. You know, maybe you're doing your research and other people say, don't invest in that, but you're like, why not? It's the best thing since sliced bread. And, you know, you do it and then you made a bad investment and you should have listened to the people and done your research, right? So it's like that sort of vibe, like, oh, I should have listened. Okay? The sun. Death. You're gonna hear a lot about planets, like, oh my gosh, like planets. I get all that energy, sun, moon, and then death. It's like how even the planets and the moons have a death and rebirth, that sort of thing. It's almost like you're gonna hear about a new, it doesn't even make logical sense, like a new moon, but it like died and then a new one was born or something like that. Like something in space, like, oh, we discovered this thing, and then that actually changes sort of in a weird way the law of physics or something like that, and then through that they realize, oh, this is how, through this new idea of, I hear like newtology, newtonomy, something like that. I hear Newton's, something like that, Newton law or something like that maybe. That it changes that, whatever, Newtonius, something like that. It changes that, it transforms that, okay? And then it makes it make sense. Like maybe there's energy harvested, but like maybe people are trying to energy harvest from the sun, but then it doesn't work or it backfires. So like there's going to be a really weird twist to science and a weird way of doing things. And there's like a light bulb that goes off, like, oh, we actually have to kill this idea to rebirth a new one. And it's like they have to realize, they have to think logically that they have to scrap an old ideology to make a new one, formulate to fit better with the actual version of physics, the true version, not the one that we were taught or misled to believe, I guess. Not misled, but like unintentionally misled, because I understand science is just like experimenting until you realize what works, right? So there could even be something with like rib cage, like the rib cage. The ribs, that could be a lung, chest area, like focus is like the focus and issue, maybe a disease that gets someone and then they realize a quick cure to it. And it could have something to do with the sun. It could have something to do with just like producing vitamin D or something like that. And yeah, it might affect people who have a lack of. So, oh my gosh, the bug just went on my window. That's confirmation. They're saying like, be careful with that. Definitely health seems to be a recurring theme there. So be careful, mindful of your health, your body, your well-being, and focus on what others are doing in this case. Like if something's working for someone, go with that, follow that. You know, don't just be on your own thinking like out of fear like that this thing is not going to work. It will work. No one's trying to harm you, okay? Just don't be paranoid about it. All right, so there's something like that. The Hierophant and the Devil. Look, it won't be a great year for going back to old ways, old-fashioned things, old mindsets, outdated ideologies. I would say for some it might not be good for love, but for others most, yeah. That will continue to go great, go well and smoothly. I would say just be mindful of it's like someone trying to study and there's distractions and there's loud music, like someone trying to focus hard. So be careful of those distractions, or someone telling you, hey, let's go to this event, and you really know you shouldn't because you have homework to do or to catch up on from work or school, and you do it and then you come back and you're too tired to finish it and you lost your focus and then you failed, or yeah, so you don't get the project done, or you just totally forget about it because you had too much of a good time. So that's, I see a lot of people like just busy focusing next year. 4 of Wands and 3 of Cups. A great time to socialize, to hang out with friends, make new friends. I feel like it's more like current friends or friends from your past coming back to the limelight and saying, hey, you forgot about me, you miss me, yeah, let's go get drinks or whatever, right? I do see marriage for some. I do see a good time to get married overall, but if not, I would say a current relationship will lead to marriage. That's a good confirmation. So yeah, but excuse me. That's all I'm saying, okay? Those were your general messages. So now for the last few minutes, I'm just going to pull some cards from my other deck. I forgot how to switch it up and work with this deck. I got so used to and comfortable with that one. But let's see anything else we need to know right now about my Angel Lucy subscribers and Brianna watching at home. What else do they need to know in general about this time in their life? Okay, so we have Empress, Four of Wands, and World. Gosh, these cards appear old to me now because I got so used to those ones. Empress, Four of Wands, and World. It's funny, we're starting off with the World card and we're finishing with the World card. Right? I hope this was the reading, gosh. It's my 5th reading today, like, I'm glad it's my last one for now. I still have more to do, like I said, but I can't burn out. I have to do 6 a day max, otherwise I'm spent, so, with all due respect, love and light, I'm glad we're done here. Cause yeah, I only have so much energy in one day, right? So yeah, moving on though, but excuse me. It's not really gonna be a time for you to sit there and wait for, things to unfold here. You have to take initiative. We ended on Four of Wands too, now that I think of it. So it's really just a confirmation card to say you did it, boys and girls. You are at the finish line for now. There is going to be love for you. Have patience, but don't just sit there and wait. And, live your life. Enjoy your existence. Because I do get double Venus energy. It's clearly showing. But the Saturn, is in the way right now. So you have to just wait it out. The answers will come in due time. You're going to get what you're looking for. And who you're looking for, I hear. But it's not through impatience. It's not, again, impatience is more that like lack energy. Like I'm lacking patience, right? Whenever you're in a lack energy vibration, you get more of that, simply put. So look at the bigger picture, why you have to be even in a lack energy sometimes. Lack of abundance, lack of love, like whatever. Lack of confidence and self-esteem, right? I could go on and on. Whatever you're lacking on, don't continue to be slacking on. Don't just sit there and wait for it to get better. It's not going to magically dissipate. You have to work on actively improving your life. Making sure that that's not going to hold you back or influencing you anymore. So what if a lover doesn't come through? And you have yourself at the end of the day. You're your lover. Temperance, what did I just say? Patience. Patience without sitting there. Temperance is the card of putting things into action. Spiritually more rather than a physical action. But nonetheless, they do and then they wait. They do and then they wait. They don't just sit there and wait, right? So some of you are just sitting there waiting things to just unfold. No one's going to come to your door and save your life. I think a lot of people feel this way, like one day someone's just going to just make it all better. And that's not true. Yes, someone could come one day to make it better, but you could sabotage that blessing by not realizing that you are the answer all along. Once you grasp that, you can have anything you want in life. So true. So I'm going to do this spread and pull 3 more cards since we have like about 5 or minutes left. Okay. So Brianna, I'm just going to quickly skim your message to make sure I covered all grounds today. All right. Yeah, I think I did. We can do focus on the ancestors' love, anything else. These cards are ultimately saying that you're trying so hard to live your life in balance like other people that you're missing the bigger picture. Your life won't be in balance every day. That's all part of balance in itself, you see. The tortoise always wins the race over the hare. Meaning the turtle is going to beat the rabbit in the race every time. The rabbit's just bouncing everywhere and taking too many breaks because he thinks that he's going to win. But the turtle focuses on moving ahead. They retreat when there's danger. They take a step back from things that no longer serve them, but they keep going. They don't hide forever and wait. They don't just fall asleep like that. So through your actions, your confidence in your actions and your patience, you will be rewarded greatly. One more final outcome card. 5 of Swords. There could be an Aquarius lover that someone might need to let go. But overall, there is that. That's all really to say about that. Final outcome card. Ace of Wands. You got this. Even though you don't got this right now, you got this, okay? Try to cheer yourself up more. Try to motivate and encourage yourself to get ish done. Because you have a lot to do. I see almost like a full house and like you have to empty out that house, or you have to clean up a bit, or you just have things to do. Right now on the holidays especially, you gotta decorate and there's all sorts of stuff happening, right? But I just wanted to quickly say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. Approximately, I try to, be good with the timer because I have to like shut off the camera and the mic, switch batteries and stuff, and take breaks sometimes. So I'm not gonna perfectly time people's sessions. I'm not a machine, but I did my best to make this an hour long. At the very least, effort counts, right? So thank you. God bless. Love and light. I love you all so much. Happy holidays. Please sign up for my newsletter so you don't miss out on updates and discounts and such like that. Thank you for booking during the holidays, keeping me busy. I appreciate it so much, and I'm so grateful for all of you for helping continue to support this YouTube page. I really cannot do it without my website. I just simply can't, so the bookings are hands down the best way to fund me and keep going. And I love you all. That's all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Brianna. God bless you. Thank you all. Oopsies. I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.